Bitcoin has once again fooled you. How the hell does Bitcoin keep on doing the opposite of whatever everybody's expecting? The price of Bitcoin has obviously bounced back, and I'm sure a lot of you obviously shorted the price of Bitcoin in anticipation that it was going to continue declining and finding a little bit of support right around the 3,500 US dollar level. If you guys watched yesterday's video, we did talk about the probability of us experiencing this bounce. And look at the current price of EOS, Litecoin. These cryptocurrencies have had a major bounce back, and I really made a little bit of profit trading them. So obviously, in today's video, we are going to talk about my short-term analysis, because it's very important for you guys to always stay up to date with what I'm going to be talking about, because I am a very active cryptocurrency trader, and most of the things that I'm going to be telling you is obviously going to be only relevant for a very short period of time. So please watch the whole entire video, hit the subscribe button, turn on post notifications, smash the likes, and let's get busy. The most important thing that I really want you guys to understand is that during the past few days, we have been forming a bearish flag, right? And what's really going to happen to the price of Bitcoin? Obviously, we are supposed to go downwards because a bear flag is a continuation move. So we started in this direction, and we have to complete this move by finding a little bit of support on the downside. So obviously, yesterday we did have a fake out, and a lot of people really ended up shorting the market, especially a lot of breakout traders. They really ended up doing the wrong thing, and they are obviously going to end up buying back in order for them to cut their losses. So what's really going to happen is that we are obviously going to experience a short squeeze, and a lot of people are going to end up buying back. If we look at the Fibonacci levels, right, we are obviously going to face a lot of rejection right around the 38.2% level. Anything which is going to be above 3,848 US dollars is going to be a very good shorting entry. So guys, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be shorting the price of Bitcoin once we end up trading on the upper side of this trading channel that we have been creating for the past few days. I'm really hoping that the price of Bitcoin is going to go as high as this particular week, which was right around this area, which was close to about 3,900 US dollars. So whenever we are going to reach about 3,900 US dollars or even close, I'm going to be very happy going in and just shorting the hell out of Bitcoin, plus a lot of alternative cryptocurrencies. It's always very important for us to always look at the resistance strength index, because it really allows us to really get to determine whether Bitcoin has got enough gas power, or rather enough juice to take us to our destination, if I can put it that way. So in case you guys were wondering, like, how the hell did he really know that the price of Bitcoin was going to, bounce back? I was obviously using quite a few indicators, like for example the RSI. I was also looking at the volume, plus I was also looking at some other secret indicators which I'm not really going to review because it's all about trading against each other, right? We have obviously started bouncing back from the RSI, and most likely we have a little bit of more juice power to the upside. So we are most likely going to end up eventually reaching 3,839 US dollars, and this is not really going to happen like today or tomorrow. It might even take the whole week for us to reach 3,839 US dollars, but trust me, we are most likely going to hit 3,839 US dollars or even more eventually, because we have quite a lot of upward momentum left when it comes to the RSI. So I'm obviously going to be keeping my eye on the resistance strength indicator. Once we cross that threshold, right, I'm obviously going to be like looking at my next potential shorting moves as well, because that is very, very important. So let's switch over to the 1 week chart so that we can see where exactly the price of Bitcoin is in terms of the RSI. Looking at the weekly RSI, I'm sure you guys can obviously see that we are in a very blatant downtrend. So what's really going to happen is we are most likely supposed to find a little bit of support at the base of the RSI, right? We are eventually going to end up going to the bottom of the RSI like this. But sometimes what usually happens is if we are in a very good market situation where there's a lot of buying power, right? Whenever we have, I don't know, like some extraordinary market situation where a lot of people usually tend to FOMO in, or rather get to buy back in, we might have a situation where the RSI just ends up doing like this and then going to the top side of the RSI. In case that scenario really gets to play out, we are obviously going to be having alternative trading strategies, and you guys always have to utilize stop losses. This is one of the reasons why you guys have to master the art of using stop losses, because sometimes the market can really switch and you might end up, you know, doing the wrong thing. So it's very important to always protect yourself by using a stop loss. What happens if the RSI just ends up correcting and ends up going to the upside? Well, we have a very good practical example. Right around this area, we ended up doing the same. Do you guys see this market situation? Around this area, we had a situation where the price of Bitcoin ended up going back up. We obviously had this market situation where we had a very vigorous wick to the downside, and then we ended up, you know, bouncing back, and eventually we ended up crashing down. So this is what I'm expecting the price of Bitcoin to do as well. I expect the RSI to find a little bit of buying power and obviously move to the upside, and then ultimately going down, because we obviously have to finish the downward trend and then eventually go back up. You guys have to be training, you guys have to be practicing your cryptocurrency trading methodologies and your trading strategies as well. So all I want you to do is just go to TradingView, pull up the EOS and Litecoin cryptocurrency charts, and just come up with your buy or rather sell entries, and please tell me your trading strategy. Now that you guys already know where Bitcoin is going to most likely going to go, because we are only talking about probabilities and we are most likely looking at the highest probabilities. So what I want you to do is look at EOS, look at Litecoin. I want you to tell me your buy or sell entries and what your exit strategy is going to be when it comes to those particular cryptocurrencies, because I really believe they have very good trading potential where you guys can really get to like make a lot of profit. So that's what's going to be your homework. I really hope that you guys understand. Of course, in case you've got any other questions, I'm going to have another video for you guys tomorrow. Be good, stay blessed, and happy trading. Bye.
Yeah, me done talking. Yeah, me does them gun barking you. Yeah, me done talking. Yeah, me does them gun barking you. Yeah, me done talking. Yeah, me does